What happens when the internet gets less American? America is going to have to reckon with an internet that is becoming less American. Some US lawmakers on both sides of the partisan divide have said they are worried about TikTok, the app that lets users record and share short skits or dance routines to music. The app quickly became popular in the US and some other countries, and that has generated anxiety about TikTok's ownership by the Chinese internet company ByteDance Incorporated. The US is conducting a national security review of TikTok, and a foreign investment committee is considering whether ByteDance should be forced to unwind an acquisition that brought the TikTok app to the US. The US Navy this week alerted personnel not to use TikTok on government-issued smartphones because of a cybersecurity threat that the Navy didn't detail. TikTok has been on a mission to alleviate worries about its Chinese ownership by ramping up its outreach to US politicians. It has also taken steps and considered structural changes to create separation between the app and China. Some of these efforts seem like pointless window dressing. I don't know whether TikTok is a genuine threat. I don't know whether it is harvesting Americans' data for the mother country. There have been news reports that TikTok scrubs material on its app outside of China that is considered unpalatable by the Chinese government and therefore helps spread a sanitized view about China outside the country's borders. TikTok now says that it doesn't house data on US users in China and that the Chinese government doesn't censor its global video app. The discussion about TikTok in US political circles has become caught up in the broader tug-of-war between the US and China, but the fundamental issue is real. This isn't the first non-American internet service to get big in the US, but this the first time, truly, that Americans have had to consider what it means to have a popular consumer internet service that isn't owned by an American company. I suspect it won't be the last time. I'm going to leave a discussion of the long-time US government distrust of Huawei, the Chinese telecommunications equipment provider, for another day. This is not new ground for most other countries. Facebook and its Instagram and WhatsApp apps, Google and its YouTube service, Netflix, Twitter, and other digital services from US companies have become prevalent in many parts of the world. Foreign governments have at times chafed at the internet dominance by American companies for both justifiable and bogus reasons and have sought to make those companies comply with local laws and norms. It's mostly understandable for governments outside the US to have those worries about American internet services. It's likewise mostly understandable for the US to consider the implications when an internet survey. For more on this story, visit the news article link.